It's good. It's a very good starting point and techniques because it's meant to be easy to get started. So in just 10 minutes, you can get started with it very easily without worrying about UX and all. But if you want some more advanced stuff, there are some connections that can be done. There are some tricks like prompting tricks like that. And yeah, yeah, it looks like Blizzard games. It's easy to play but hard to master. So it's kind of like that. If you are to game, you're going to know what I'm speaking about. Okay. There is a page. It's this one. When you go to you click on your profile and go for settings and billings, you're going to see this credit usage. Okay. So have everyone started some prompt already? We had some good chat here. On plan mode, they are going to ask you some questions on how to go with it. For example, I'm going to go, help me here. What would be the best color? Blue, green, some hybrid colors. What do you think? Blue? Everyone with blue? Okay. What would be the primary CTA word in the call to action? Request a demo, start a free trial, both with the primary, secondary, something else. I would love suggestions here. Free trial. So that would be the main call to action. Okay. Only two questions. Okay, straight to the point. Isn't it this kind of questions a designer would ask you as well, or a developer would ask you as well? So the conversational flow should follow like that. Some new players. The conversational flows should follow like that. Should be easy to navigate just by chatting with it, and then it's going to start working. It's going to start creating a plan, waiting for my approval. It's not going to code anything in that plan mode. Like Palomo is saying, sometimes the initial plan is bad. Then you want to tweak it, add this, remove that, upload a picture, change a wording, change the name, something like that. And then when you approve the plan, you're good to go. So this is the design system. Sounds interesting. These are the page sections in top, the hero, the trust, testimonial part. So this is a high converting website. Some people pay $2,000 for a consultancy from marketing agencies just to have this playbook. Now it's available here for free. I'm going to approve this plan, and then Lovable is going to start coding. And different from Anthropic, from ChatGPT, it's not going to give me the code. Here's the HTML, and go host it, whatever you want. Actually, it's going to host the website for you online so that you can publish with people. And you can also build some sort of backend connections on it now. In the past, you couldn't, but now they have a cloud where you can build most of these elements. Okay.
Can you integrate like Zapier or NA10 or something for putting the data, for example, in your CRM?
Yep. I do use NAN a lot because it's backend but drag and drop. Who has heard of NAN here? Some people. Yeah, we're going to have a session with them tomorrow, right, John? So it's going to be tomorrow, NAN, right, or Thursday? Tomorrow, right? So there are those backend connectors that you can just drag and drop. Here's my database, send an email, and all, because these things are difficult to vibe code. Have you seen these kind of leaks? We see that on Twitter and LinkedIn a lot. This website was made in Lovable, it was hacked, something like that. The user base. So this is the thing. The problem is not like Lovable in itself. The problem is how people build the backend, the database, and the connections, because they don't know what they're doing. It's kind of the Dunning-Kruger effect. At the beginning, you don't know how much you don't know when you are doing something. So you get a lot of confidence, but you don't know that you're missing something obvious. Let's say you're building a house, like this house. The first time you're building a house, you don't know about like building a foundation first and all. So you just build a house by vibing it. It's going to fall over your head. The same thing with software. Software is even more difficult than building houses. So when someone is going to prompt an AI blindly without knowing what they don't know, the Dunning-Kruger effect, they have these kind of problems. They don't know that there is something called authentication. They don't know that there is something called APIs, that there are something called JWT tokens that are able to secure the connection between front end and back end and all. All those names seem kind of complicated, but when you are vibe coding, sometimes you push something to production without knowing that you skipped all of that. And then the hacks happen because of this effect. So you always need some sort of guidance, a technical co-founder or a teacher like we do at Venture Mind Academy for free that can guide you through these implementations without having the probability or the chance of you leaking some customer data, something like that. That would be the main recommendation for now.
Uh, who like are technical people using Lovable? Like, what do you see? Because I see a lot of like people that know how to build like from scratch, developers, or even people that know how to use Windsurf, Restore, which are more technical tools. Like Iggy, for example, even though he knows and can use all these other tools, for some things he still uses Lovable instead.
Yeah.
So what's the like if you're a highly technical person, which sounds like you are, like why do you sometimes use Restore, Windsurf, Cognition, or like why would you even use Lovable? Like in your
Yeah.
perspective, like how are people using this and why?
Yeah, like if you have access to better tools like Cloud Code or Windsurf or Cursor and all, you probably can do all of that with these kind of tools. The problem is that you still need to kind of host the website and do the design and all of that. Lovable is a very convenient tool in that aspect because it can. Sorry, Lovable is a very convenient tool in the stack for this kind of small tasks because it's convenient. It can go from asking and production very quick. Sometimes people are using that as CMS. Um, wait, what's happening here?
Yeah, I'm seeing some founders like stop using all the other tools and only using Lovable.
Yeah, for example, for building websites, this is great.
They know how to use the other tools,
Yeah.
just because it became just so easy, and you really need more than that.
Yeah, so there are some advanced things. Let's say you are going to do like a database migration, a script to pick your old database schema and convert that to a new schema. These kind of use cases are very difficult to do with Lovable. So they are more like in the technical side of the spectrum. But quick things, let's say I have a website and I have a new client, I want to add their logo. I'm not going to open Cloud Code just to add a logo to my website from a new client. I'm going to just prompt that with Lovable. That's the usual way that the people are doing.
Systems that we log in, authentication, and like complexity are more for others, but then this is more for like landing page and CMS. Do you agree with that?
Tools like that, like Natalia was showing, her tool for her family business is a good case. Showcasing things, building decks. Whenever you want to do like pitch deck or deck for a client, one pager, updating content in a website,
Do you
creating.
also do like, oh, I'm gonna create login, logout, and manage that? You can still do that on
It's
mobile.
possible. So let me show that. Since you are asking about this, the questions, Fabrizio question was asking the first thing that I was going to present. Now your question is guiding me on the next thing I'm going to present. Lovable recently a bunch of months ago launched this Lovable cloud where you can build your backend there. You can have an LLM provider. Let's say I want to chat with that website. I can have it there. I can have authentication. backend, like you were asking, Paloma, I can do my login logic using Lovable Cloud. Don't know if you use that for Founder House, but you can just enable this cloud.
I
That
did, but then it keeps giving security errors. So
yeah, you need to vibe it in the vibey way. So the Lovable Cloud would be kind of AWS for vibe coders. Your backend where you run the services, APIs, authentication, database, all of that, where you can connect all the services, or you can build the services there, like a Lambda function or a database migration. These kind of things can be run inside the Lovable Cloud. So here, for example, I could implement, let's say, an LLM provider inside the cloud. Let me see. It's enabling the cloud services. And here I could implement these kind of advanced features, like login, requesting a quote or something like that. Okay. Don't know why the preview is not showing up, but it should be there. So for example, implement, yeah, implement a chat feature for guiding me on the best healthcare, tourism options in my region. So I'm building a SaaS for healthcare tourism, and I'm going to embed using the Lovable Cloud a chat feature. So it's not just building a website; it's a feature of chatting with an assistant that is going to guide me through the best tourism options in my neighborhood or in my region. Let's see if Lovable can do it. It might fail. It's a live demo, but it might work as well. So let's see if the magic happens, if the vibe is with us today. There is a little plan. You see, the Lovable can manage its own work. It created a small task list for himself. So it's going to keep track that first, you need to create a chat edge function. Do you know what's an edge function? You don't need to. It's going to take care of that by himself. No, it's a function that lives in the edge that it's not like going to be run constantly. But you see, you don't need to know these things. In the past, you needed to know. You needed to know Java, Python to build this kind of connections. Now you don't need it anymore.
something that I did the other day that I didn't know how to do, and I was like, this is awesome. Then you did it. It was like now publish this website for domain. Before you had to know how to connect the DNS.
Yeah, the C names, you know.
Just asked the chat, can you make this live at this domain? And then he opened like a pop-up with my login and the host. And I just click allow, and it just make like everything.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell just happened? Like, it should be like 50 clicks for me to figure out.
Yeah, in some domains this is available. For let's say GoDaddy and others, you and Cloudflare, you can automatically connect to your domains with Lovable, which is very easy.
Like one click.
Yeah.
Which used to be like 3 Reddit pages I had to go through it. One thing that I'm finding useful too on Lovable is you can create a little form, like a contact form, and tell you to email you every time someone enters.
Yeah, it can integrate. This is one of the examples I do in NAN a lot. Doing the email integration for emailing me whenever.
You need to just ask, can you make sure you email me in this email every time? And you don't need to do anything.
Yeah.
Just ask the chat and it somehow happens.
But yeah, you will probably need to configure like an email server for that, or maybe configure it in your domain. Yeah, but yeah, there are some integrations for that.
I'm like, literally, I asked, can you create this form page? Can you email me if someone replies? And then I reply and I got an email. I'm like nothing. I don't even know where the email is coming from, like how the email is configured.
Yeah.
I just did it.
So this is the thing. You can just prompt. Yeah.
Just did it.
I do recommend in these kind of situations just to review with a technical person. For example, if the email server is not in the front end, because then anyone could access your email. So this is where it can get a little complicated to know the flow. When you use NAN, you can control this visually with dragging the lines and all. When you are vibe coding, sometimes it's there in the middle of the code, and you don't know where your email credentials are stored. So But this is the thing, it's there somewhere. Maybe it's in the back end, which is good, or maybe it's exposed in the front end, which might be a security risk. So this is where the boundaries of vibe coding start to blur a little because you still need some technical back uh, backbone or help just to make sure that your credentials are not exposed in the front end because sometimes it happens, you know.
And I think Lovable does that too because that's what I'm saying. Once in a while, I get a security message.
Yeah, it could
Like,
be.
when you go click publish, sometimes you're gonna get a message like don't publish this because there's a security, and then you can ask Lovable to figure out the security.
Yeah,
But you don't need credentials to get the email because the email is not being sent in your name. Just use.
Yeah, I'm just getting an email every time
but
someone replies.
it needs a credential to send email, some email send server. It needs, for example, a send grid connection or resend. It needs some provider to send an email.
I think Lovable has something like that in the back.
Resend, it needs to be a credential like that. But the problem is that if you expose these credentials, someone else could send an email on your behalf, you know, as your website. So this is what I'm saying. There are some things when you go in the implementation side, you might want to review the code with a technical person just to make sure that the credentials are not being leaked in the front end, which
But I
is
think Lovable now has a place in the back, like there's a cloud thing. There's like a bunch of configurations that you can link your.
yeah, and that is a
It's a
device.
new
Yeah,
update, I think. Like they can set up your email with the Lovable page. So you are just
you mean here when you add a custom domain, right?
no like you know how there's like the cloud little thing, like you go in that configuration area
Yeah.
of like cloud. Then there's overview AI, and you can click into the cloud. It's like, yeah, it's, do you see emails there?
Yeah, that is this one.
And then just connect.
Yeah,
So I think it's a new thing that they just connect your email.
yeah. This would require you to connect with your domain. This is part of the domain configurations that you
So
spoke
it just
about.
pulls it and does everything like it's like magic again. Like
Yeah,
you don't even know how it works. You just connect your email and you can send emails in your behalf. You can get emails. You can forward. You
Yeah.
can take like send emails to them, which used to take integration, but now it doesn't anymore.
yeah. For now, people, I guess this is the objective. We are now going to have 1 hour of building. This is the Med Journey website we prompted. So it made the research. It has this flow. Let's see if the chat is working. Should have a chat version somewhere. The coordinate to try it. So, what are best options in Floripa? Let's see if the LLM is integrated. This is going to use the LLM in the cloud functions here, in the server, to route this to a LLM provider using the context provided here. Let's see if the message comes. Yeah, it came. So this answer was generated by LLM integrated inside Lovable. People, this whole website, this whole SaaS website was built, let me hide this, in this hour. Hero section looks clean. There is a print of the app here, some cards with testimonials, features, patient CRM, automated itineraries, secure payment gateway, all of that built by AI with the chat integration that can answer my question based on my location. So we say that the specialties are like plastic surgery, dental work, wellness, cosmetic and plastic surgeries. In Floripa, you can have that from 40 to 60% less than US. Maybe I could get a facelift. I'm getting a little old, right? So this whole website was built and integrated with Lovable under 1 hour. Got it? That's the idea for today. Let's see if we can build something. Lovable is going to send a feedback form that you can showcase what you have been building. They can showcase your project. They're going to ask if you like the event. Yes, you have a question? Yeah.
Debate between different AIs. It's just one prompt, asking 3 questions, and I think it's kind of working that they're debating.
The different AIs debating was super cool. Did you publish that?
I don't know which one is.
Okay, people, let me show you something very cool. Maybe we can do that today. We have time. Everything that you make, that you find it super cool, you can come here and showcase live what you build. Let's do this. If you want to publish, you click on this publish button, and then you can click on this pencil to pick a domain. So this is called Globe Care Hub. Okay, sounds good. If you want to do like Paloma said and add your custom domain, here's the button that you can, let's say, integrate to GoDaddy or something like that. But for today, you can just use your normal URL, click on continue. Not available in my plan. What's not available in my plan?
Ooh, that's when it gets you.
Okay, for now it's working. Just click continue, continue, continue until you have this button publish, and then you're going to have a website, and then you can present your project here live today. Okay. Your name back there? Max. So if you publish your website, let's showcase it here, just to see what you build. So for the next hour or so, we're going to be building things here today. You can ask me questions, ask for advices and all, and see if we can showcase that before closing the event. Sounds good? Wonderful. Any questions? Directions? Good.
Question, but it's do you know you have like a network or people who are like programming this for like entrepreneurs who doesn't want, because if you start with this you spend your whole time
Yeah.
in this, right?
Yeah.
It's fun, it's nice, but it's time consuming. You know where I can find people who can help me with this designing and creating this thing?
Yeah. You mean someone to vibe code for you?
Exactly.
You have an idea now? Yeah, we do have a lot of people in the community doing exactly that. Dev studios, agencies, even freelancers that you can get to do this kind of stuff for you, which is even better than just hiring a software factory, because 70% of the work is in the process and humans, like understanding and communicating and all. When you vibe code something first, you give it an idea, it's very good to get started later. We had a client like this 2 months ago. He built his website in Lovable, was a podcasting platform to connect guests and podcasters. And he had a small bug and asked for us to fix. When you send a message in the app, you see it in the interface, but in the other side, the other person wasn't getting the message. So he asked us to fix this small bug. Then we went there, we discovered that he had no backend at all. There wasn't a backend. Everything was mocked. So it wasn't just refactoring a small thing, it was actually building a whole backend. Because of that, he was busy. He's not a technical guy. He was busy making the business happen. So he didn't want to go there and keep prompting things to fix. So we can help these kind of situations very easily. Have a lot of people in the community for this kind of situations. Message me, we can solve that.
It'd be nice, like the Lovable provided like world platform, world dev platforms. Like I'm in Florianopolis or I'm in Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
One of some professionals who dev for me.
So
They have these partners. I forgot how they call build partners or something like that. You can apply to be a partner. Let's see if I can find this real quick. Partner with Love. Yeah.
the story you brought up about the guy trying to go to school is exactly that. Like you should not go to a programmer before you do that mock-up. Because you're a factory, a software factory before, like that's the thing. Like as a founder, your role is to get the first version out. Like you can't just outsource because it's much easier if you go to a guy like this. If you already have something that took you literally 20 minutes, there's no founder that has excuses anymore. That's what Lovable is actually doing. Is making unexcusable that you as a founder complain you have no time for this because you can literally do it in half an hour and there's no excuse of why you need a third party to do it. But then to get to a point that you did the first mock-up, it's out there, it kind of looks like what you want, and then you go to a person like that and say, okay, now make it more
Professional, yeah.
work. Because this is gonna be still broken, it's not gonna be perfect, but it's almost like doing the wireframe back in the day. Like you can outsource the thought of what you want, but yeah, once you have the first Lovable kind of not fully functioning, then you can go to these partners and they can make it fully functional.
Exactly.
But it's almost like before personal computers, every single entrepreneur was like, oh, I'm not gonna learn that. Let me hire someone to do it.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have a business anymore. So you just can't do it that way. It's unexcusable as a founder that you don't want.
Yeah.
Like you have to grow. There's no excuse.
And for everyone, we have developers here as well, right? Technical people. Everyone wondering if this is going to steal developer jobs. It is not. It's going to create way more bugs than the jobs that are going to be replaced. So we are going to have way more demand for technical people to exactly do that, to collaborate on fixing stuff. So this is why Lovable has this agency partners, exactly what you were asking, because once a client or a founder or whoever is hiring the service is in love with what they built, it's not just an idea. They don't see the invoice as a cost anymore. No, now I'm in love with that solution. I'm in love with that podcasting app that I built. I can see it now. I can show to people, and people are giving me good feedback. Now I want to build it. So this is going to create more demand for devs than actually is going to destroy on jobs, at least for the early stage. This is what I've been seeing. Okay, so this is the website we built. Max, if you want to showcase your website as well, everyone who builds something here can showcase today what you are building. And I guess we can go till noon or 12:30 with showcases.
I tried to download the app on my phone,
Okay,
but it's another logo and then it says guide.
lovable.dev. You can use that from your browser.
I
Yeah.
download the app.
From the browser, lovable.dev. Okay.
How crazy it is that you can build a website without a computer.
Yeah.
I was trying to learn that.
A lot of underprivileged,
I
like
can show what I do.
a lot of people that like don't even have a computer.
Computer can do it
or
on the
can
phone.
actually now build a fully functioning. A lot of the phones in Latin America don't even have enough storage for like an app. So Lovable made like a web app that you don't even need to have storage in your phone to download.
Yeah,
You just need
yeah.
free Wi-Fi and a shitty phone. You can
Amazing.
literally create now. I mean, if you have like PayPal or if you have Stripe, you can literally integrate payments into your website, so you can start literally selling.
That's a question that I have also because if I want purchases inside, it's like
Which usually gateways of payment you use in Lovable?
It can be Stripe. It's very easy to integrate. There are some others like Lemon, PayPal as well. Anything. Yeah, Lemon Pay. No, Lemon Pay. It's United States, no?
no.
Yeah, there are some providers like that that you can integrate.
Right?
Yeah.
And start making money from your phone without even downloading that. That's amazing.
We have a question here. I have a question here, and then you. Okay.
Is it too long for like the front?
It should work.
Yeah,
It should work.
it's a surprise.
Let's see.
Yeah, actually, I don't get how Lovable handles the backend because what I was building is a retro gaming platform, and I wanted to have like versus mode, like multiplayer.
Oh
And I
yeah,
need socket connections for this, and I don't know how
yeah.
ask Lovable for that. I don't know if it will handle it, and
Yeah, it might be able to generate the code for that, but the infrastructure might sell you short there because for serving a lot of multiplayer WebSocket connection, you might need better servers than the one Lovable provides for you for building. So maybe you want to ask Lovable to deploy, then you integrate GitHub, and then you host the code. Let's say you deploy it yourself inside AWS or something like that.
Can generate the backend for me too.
Yeah.
Because what it builds until now is just the front end, like the game works, but it's not connected to anything. It's just JavaScript on the
Yeah.
front end.
So did you click this cloud button to enable cloud?
I don't think I do.
Click that. It might start going that direction.
Actually, this project wasn't the free plan I had for. It still works in free tier or
Should work. You have credits now.
yeah.
Did
Can
you
I
get?
integrate this project?
Yeah, you can migrate. Did you get a credits?
Yeah.
Okay. If anyone couldn't get the credits, let me know. You should be able to migrate and do the cloud. The code. Let me. So this one, brunch. We have about 100 codes for that. So if you share, maybe.
No, I'm just gonna share with people here.
Yeah. So the code is here. If you go for this website, you can copy on your computer, brunch-floripa.lovable.app. Okay. Then I have a question there. Okay.
My email just in the month or whoever.
Yeah. You had a question? You go there. Wonderful.
Consigo alterar, eu quero tirar umas partes, não quero editar.
Você quer fazer editar coisas mais pontuais, certo? Vou falar isso para todo mundo que é bem interessante. Seu nome? Marina. Hey guys, we had a very good question here about fine grain adjustments from Marina back there. She's asking, what if I didn't like this wording, or what if I didn't like this button and all? How do you add it? So Marina, there is a small button here nearby the prompt that's called Visual Edits, where you can basically select something in the page. Let's say I want to select this part. I'm going to start the live preview. I'm going to select this part. Instead of a 14-day trial, I wanted to say 30 days trials. Instead of prompting that, which would consume a lot of credits, I can just point and click in the region I want to tweak and ask or tweak the specific part in the website. Okay. Okay, so let's say you want to tweak this icon. This is what we're showing me. So you can click here and ask Lovable, change this icon to something else, or you can change the icon type here in the selector. So you can have this fine grain control. Okay. About the demos, people, we can do first come, first served. Come here, put your website, or you can plug your computer and demo what you built. Max, if you have the link, you can put here and show people what you built. In the meantime, I'll be answering questions. Get to that, open dash mind dash arena app. Yeah, and then you tell them what you've built.
Should I? No.
Let me announce you. Hey people, this is what Max built. Super cool. Tell us what you have built, Max.
So I have this idea to connect several best free open source AI models and let them talk to each other, because we all, I think, have that experience with having an idea, going to our ChatGPT and asking that question, but then you kind of have to test with other models as well, and then you open a lot of different apps. So I thought it would be cool to have them all in one app and just debate automatically. You know, and I prompted literally like 3 sentences while I was just coding. I wrote it in Lovable, and so it gave me top 10 of the models that you probably all know: Quen, DeepSeek, Llama, Hermes, Mistral, Gemma, and some others. And yeah, there it is. I chose the cyberpunk style, of course. And yeah, it seems to work. Shall we type some debate topic? Do you guys have any ideas? What should we debate? There are some options here that it automatically generates just for testing. So let's just use one of the samples here.
They ask what's the best football team in Brazil.
Sure, try.
But I have a question. How did you prompt like the design cyberpunk? You should say, I want a cyberpunk type.
Okay, good question. So no, I actually didn't say anything at all about design. After I prompted, it gave me three specifying questions. So it asked me, do you want to moderate the debates or should they? And then what style do you want? And then another question that I forgot. But yeah, so basically it's good that, yeah, it's kind of start thinking and planning, and then it asks you to calibrate, you know, to configure what exactly you want. If there was not enough information in your prompt, it will ask you specific questions.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So here they are discussing the best football teams in Brazil. And of course, I would say Flamengo.
I didn't code that. It was automatic. So yeah, I think it's very interesting to see the thinking process of every top AI models that exist in the world right now.
Are you going to reach a conclusion in the end?
I don't know. I haven't got that far. Let's see. I mean, they should probably debate for like 3-5 minutes, I think, to come to some conclusion.
Okay.
But yeah, pretty cool.
Amazing.
I like
It's
it.
magic, right? It's crazy.
Very crazy. I was trying to build something similar on like Telegram bot with Replit, and it took me like maybe a day.
Oh,
But this one seems to just work in one shot. You know?
and a good interface as well.
Yeah, yeah. Nice design. So yeah.
And that's the crazy thing. Like a year ago, Lovable was still not the best,
Mhm.
maybe. But every month you go in, like now with the email, not like every time you open.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I've never heard of it.
More magic.
I've never heard of Lovable. It's the first time. Yeah, yeah, first time I'm
Don't
using
wanna
it.
use, like use like the harder tools, right? Because you kind of just have somehow.
Yeah.
And I guess if you're a dev, it's even better because then you can know about the security stuff. Like we by coder, you just hope and nothing
Yeah,
nothing is gonna happen. But then you can ask for friends that know what they're doing to kind of revise. But
Yeah.
this is crazy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Half an hour.
Yeah.
Basically, this week, people will know about all the tools, the major tools out there, right? So it's the first time we're hearing about Lovable.
Yeah, yeah, never heard of it.
Yeah.
And I love when I hear about the product and it works from the first attempt.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not like marketing telling you to try and then you go. It's nothing like that. Advertising,
Yeah.
right?
And I think what I feel also with Lovable is the tokens are very cheap. Because a lot of the other mods, like I most recently, and it just balloons the cost. It's like ridiculous.
I've wasted a fortune on Replit.
With Lovable, it generates all images. You can upload your own images. Actually, you have like 50 new images using them like just part or like using one prompt in menus and suddenly like spends like 1,000 credits. I feel like with Lovable, it's actually like imagine like how much is this? Probably can we check?
Yeah, when I first see, I was like 5 credits.
That's crazy, right? Like it's like can we check how many credits? Like
For me, or for
no in how many credits did probably like 5 or 10.
I mean, since I didn't get an email that I've run out of credits, like
That's what I'm saying.
It's definitely less.
It's probably like
A few bucks, probably. Yeah.
which is like if you use anything else.
How do you-
charges you so
how do
much.
you
Go
check
credits. Go
Yeah.
your profile.
You can go in the chat and
Um,
see how much credits each prompt actually.
What is your down here? Pricing should be somewhere. Account settings. Let me see if that's the one.
So if you go on the chat, guys, like if you go on
Could you
the
try to
chat,
find? I'm gonna talk a little bit. About
if you go on the chat,
Uh-huh.
you can see how much each prompt took in credits.
Right. I think we've got a consensus. They stopped debating, so at the end there is some answer for you. And by the way, about the images, so first it generated the AIs without images, just the names, and then with another prompt, I forgot about that.
So you can see how much that prompt costs you.
Yeah, he's trying to find it right
Which
now.
is crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because then like you can actually see most prompts. If you use the chat mode, it charges you 0 and it helps you refine, and then you send like
Just make them more human in like 2 minutes.
Santos, for some reason.
for some reason.
Yeah, they are hallucinating, of course. Well, let me say that this Flamengo, I agree with Lama. But the other agents got crazy here. They say that Santos is the best one.
But I mean, we still have Versailles tonight and then serve. So for the more developers in the room, but for non-technical people, this is my. That's why I'm interrupting so much because I really think this helps a lot. Like it's crazy. I told Matheus and he's mentioned love.
True. Very impressed. Thank you.
Thank you. Got my savings too.
To publish, to show this, I need to publish first.
Click on publish, yes? And then swipe up.
Tem uma coisa que eu deixaria aqui.
So Paloma, for my website, I spent less than $6 on credits to the.
$6 to make that.
No, less than 6 credits. We have 100 monthly credits, so less than $1, I guess.
That is crazy, right?
Yeah.
Compared to other stuff you try to do with other.
A fully SaaS landing page for less than $1.
For less than 1 hour, and if you integrate Stripe and you make one sale and pay profit.
Who wants to present next? Your name again, sorry?
Luna.
Luna, want to present next?
It's publishing,
Ah, okay.
but if I don't know if it's not ready.
Should be quick.
How much time? Oh,
It's
ready.
swag. What? What's the name of the
Swap.
swag swap or swap swag?
Swap.
Swag. Hub. Lovable.
Oh,
There you go.
okay. I don't need this. I don't need this.
Just tell me what to do.
Wait a second. Toma. Pay attention. Okay. I'm a crazy person with merchandising. So I designed a web to swap your swag. In the big events, it's a problem because you need to make a very big line. You never have time, and when you are the first person, your size is not anymore or is over. So with this web, you can what is the name? Like you can waitlist have in the for the merge, and the projects can launch drops and show the merge to all the people, so the people can select which merge they want. And also, if I have, for example, this Polygon t-shirt, I can publish my merge here, and I can swap with other person. Maybe another person have my size, and we can swap, or we can just swap anything, or I can buy or sell, or I don't know the word, but subasta, subastar. I don't know what is the word in English, but when you say, see, is something happen? Okay, when you want say a price and the people pay that or more, and you can see the other events, the next events, Web3 events in the year, and you can apply for the merge in that event. So that is for weirdos like me that love the merge. And you have a reputation if you are a project or a builder. And yeah, that's all for merge. Ready to swap. Oh, you can create your profile. Create your profile here.
It already works?
Oh, yeah, everything works. I'm Mira Volkov. That is my name.
You are? That,
It's a weird name. No, but I saw this.
oh, it already has
No,
slides ready to
oh, here. List your merge. If you are a project, you can list the merge with a photo, the name, the sizes, and the people can have a reservation.
So should
Yeah.
we do a swag swap tonight?
Which merge?
Oh, everybody can bring their own and we can
Yeah. If that, I just have one credit more. I don't know if this is available now, but we can play with that.
I have a hoodie from Cursor.
Let's do it. Yeah, he's so excited. Or we can use this. This is the
He
option.
wants the sweater. There you go. I found my swap.
Okay, we can try today. Yeah,
I think this idea is great.
I love it. And this idea was in DevConnect. This idea born in DevConnect because was horrible. You need to wait too much for the merge. So many people, big lines. So with swag, you don't need that. You have the merge. You can swap with other person or sell. That is important. Who wants this t-shirt? I can sell it.
Congratulations, very good project.
Yeah, right?
Very cool. People, if you implement a website, you can get clients today, maybe. Aren't you okay?
Really impressive, actually.
You want to present here?
Yeah,
or-
what, just plug it in?
Do you have HDMI?
No.
Did you publish your website?
No, not
If you publish, I can show here. Just click on publish. Yeah. And continue.
So while people are setting it up, there's some more people that arrived. Do you guys want to introduce yourself? ¿Quieren se presentar? People to be in English.
1, 2. Next.
Your name, where are you coming from? Yeah, we all introduce the new people. What you guys really stand up and introduce yourself. Vai ser português. Um segundinho, se quiserem.
Olá, bom dia, tudo bem? Meu nome é Jorge. Hoje a gente tem uma agência de criação de vídeos e a gente também está fazendo algumas automações. Então, a gente aprendeu um pouquinho de vocês.
Bom dia, sou a Renata.
Feedback is really
Somos
positive.
sócios e há uns
But I use
meses
an OpenAI
algumas summary that I already had done, and I put that in.
E agora a gente
That
está
really
com um
is
desafio maior de
the promise.
desenvolver uma solução para um condomínio. E aí começou a travar
Yeah,
algumas
from Ireland,
coisas, por
but I
isso
live
que a
in
gente
São
veio
Paulo.
aqui hoje, para ver se a gente conseguir aprender com vocês e tirar essas dúvidas, né, dessas automações que estão faltando.
Like, we have 2 more events, another one tonight and another one tomorrow, with a lot of different tools.
Right, so what do I do with that then? I just
Adorei a sensação de
Do I
ser
need
feito fora d'água.
share.
Click on
Não entendi
Visit
direito o que todo mundo está falando, pegar umas palavras aqui,
but this is
isso
your
é
app.
bom.
Oh, live, it's there.
E a gente não falou.
Your name?
Mark.
Mark, hello Mark.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, so Mark is going to present what he did for a quantum native credit.
So the problem I'm solving is that I'm speaking to a lot of investors, and I don't need to publish a public website right now, but I need to give investors a kind of a clean.
You want to give him a computer?
Sorry?
You don't need a computer.
Oh, I don't need it. So yeah, the problem that I'm trying to solve with Lovable is I'm meeting a lot of investors right now that honestly don't know a lot about quantum. Not many people do, to be fair, and I'm still learning. So I've used it today while the presentation was going, and I found it really cool. And just to help speed up, I used an OpenAI model that I had for the prompt and put it in. And the only thing I had to do was to refine some of the images, and they're not there yet in total. But if I just walk you through what it did, how do I? It's here, is it? Yeah. So we're just giving a snapshot of some of the metrics that they could expect to see from it. It created all of these, by the way. I didn't create this. It got the message really clearly in like a single page without the clutter, which I thought was really cool. It's getting into the problem statement really well. Again, minimal text. I think this is really clear, very easy to start understanding how it's doing it. And then some of the interfaces. Again, these are not the real images from my catalog, but I just allowed it to create them themselves, and it looks pretty cool, right? It put in some of the dashboards for me. It was very good. Yeah, I thought it was quite intelligent in terms of how it took the information from the prompt and then recreated it here. So even got a few ideas from it then. But in terms of explainability now to yeah, it created them now. I mean, there's a little bit of work I can create it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got some great ideas from it. And as I say, it came from a pretty generic prompt. I didn't ask it to do it. It just did it itself. So that's a cool feature. Again, it's just in terms of explainability, it did a really good job of taking very complex information and putting it into small amounts of text. That's impressive because that's the hardest part, right? That's the hardest part. It gives a bit of a timeline. Again, the visuals, I quite like the visuals that they've used. And a very clear explainer in terms of the differentiation. Again, I didn't prompt it to do it. Essentially, it just did it itself. Some of the orchestration layer, the design features, and then kind of the main thing for me is the economics we could discuss with the investors, category definition, and who we work with. So I just thought, if somebody saw this, rather than me sending a whole investment prospectus, they could define a lot of questions just by reading through the site. So I could have used it for a different reason, but really impressed with it. So I'll be hanging on to it. Thank you.
Congratulations. Lovable has a pre-training in all of the design and copywriting kind of things, so it can really suggest very good. Sometimes the generic prompt, it can suggest a very good way to put it out.
Yeah, I did correct a couple of them. So I used, I don't know how many credits I have left now, but I used, I think about 20 credits, but I've never used it before, so I'm just going to be messing around with it.
No, that's good.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
Awesome. Congratulations. Mark, right? Congratulations, Mark. Yeah. Do you want to showcase your product? Did you publish?
Yes.
What's the link? Give me the link. I'll put it here.
And then the craziest thing is these are all public.
Yeah,
So it's literally live in the internet.
You can get
It will take
clients.
another few hours to do it. Right? Just like buying a domain, connecting a domain.
Okay.
Right? And then like figuring out.
This is
You
just
can send to your friends
Dig-
and now
DIGS.
they can access it.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I thought I was having to do all of the
No,
DNS
this
side of
is
things.
literally, like, I mean, it's not in your domain, but that's what I'm saying, if you wanna now get your domain,
You use a link
and
that.
they like buy something like quantumbrazil.com,
Yeah.
and then just say connect to this. It will just do it, but right, the link that you just gave him, it's opening in his computer, so it's already live. Wow. Magic Island, people,
Yeah.
magic stuff.
We should create a showcase for all the projects created here in the house.
So I bought a domain called magic.island, we should put it there.
Yeah.
Magic Island.
So I'm a coach for financial education in Switzerland, and I don't know how it is here, but many people in Switzerland, they want to get married, they want to have kids, and then they want to buy a fucking expensive house, which will, they end up being in the rat race forever, right? Because they have to pay their mortgage and so on, and they basically cannot really afford it, but they think they can, and it's everyone's dream, right? So everyone wants to buy a house, but in Switzerland it costs like $2 million if you want to have like a nice apartment, not even a house. So my idea is to tell them that they have other better investments. Of course, a house is something emotional, but for investment wise, it's not always the best option, especially when you live in your own house. And that's why I created like this calculator. So you can basically put all your things in it. And usually the problem is when you want to buy a house, the banks are using like interest rates of like 5% and so on. And they have like, they really don't care how much you spend. They just check how much money you earn. But if you earn a lot and spend a lot, you can still not afford the house, right? So this is a problem which I try to solve here. So the people can use this calculator to say, okay, I earn this and this much. I have this and this on a account or so for my savings, and I spend this amount of money. So I only have like maybe 500 francs left over per month. And then it shows them if it's a good idea to actually invest in this house. And I also created, I don't know how you, fireworks or something. No, I don't know. There's like, you can go to, I don't know, like this real estate websites, you know, you can check the real estate you want to buy, and you can enter the URL here, and it takes all the information out of it. So I don't know how you, no, I think I need to create something else. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I can try that. Yeah, so you don't have to, you don't have to put all the information here. And then you, you get, and then you can say, okay, how much is the interest rate and so on. And then by the end, you have like a overview if, okay, this green, it makes sense for you in this case. Then you can see, okay, what's the cash flow before right now when you rent something, and what's the cash flow after you buy the house. And then you can even say, okay, you have opportunity cost. When you buy a house, this money is gone, you know, you cannot invest it anymore. But imagine you invest this money for, I know you're all crypto guys here, but I be very easy here, 10%. I know you get more. But let's say you have 10% interest for a time amount of like 25 years. And then it shows you, okay, if you would invest this money, for example, in crypto or in shares and so on, you would get 3.25 million. But if you buy a house, it remains here on this value, the money you invested, because
So
there is no.
Calculator, how did it know those? Like, did you put that in the prompt, or did it just create it for you out of? Like,
I mean, this is probably. I mean, here still remain stable, right? So this also, the house will also have like a
Did Lovable just like kind of created, or did you specifically ask for that?
no, I didn't. I mean, this, yes, I told them I want to have like the compound effect calculator in it. But what was pretty crazy now was like it's got all the background information from the banks, what you usually need to know to get a loan and so on. So I didn't tell them, it just got the information, and it's actually, I'm pretty impressed how it looks actually. So it's yeah, with just one prompt. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Oh fuck. Yeah, it's over anyways. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
This is very needed in Brazil as well. The problem in Switzerland is that people want to buy super expensive houses when they're rich, right? In Brazil, the problem is that people want to buy houses. They don't have money. But
In Switzerland, every house is expensive.
yeah. So there's similar problems, and that's interesting. So all of you, if you are a field expert in some area, if you know like finance or design or healthcare or anything like that, you are not bound by the costs of a developer anymore or an agency or something like that. You can create something very fast, generate revenue, and then hire developers later when you want to scale it up. You know, maybe you are going to hire even more developers, but in this first moment, there is nothing stopping you. Like Paloma was saying, if you have 30 minutes, you can do that, and it's beautiful. Now you can move this forward. Very good cases. Very good cases. Anyone else would like to showcase something? You? Opa, se quiser apresentar em português, pode ser também, se for melhor.
Mas ó, o pessoal vem agora.
Confesso que eu fiquei muito desconfortável.
Você publicou?
Publiquei.
Me dá o site que a gente já coloca aqui.
Tem uns 3 ou 4 nessa sala que é a primeira vez só fazendo em português, não estão falando inglês.
Confesso que eu me senti motivada e desconfortável.
Tem que sair da zona de conforto,
Sei mesmo.
É EFF Service. Service no plural ou no singular?
Singular.
Acho que deve abrindo.
Já tá logado, né?
Ah, tem um I antes do S? Peraí. Ah, tem um I antes do S. Beleza, perfeito. Tem como traduzir para inglês, se você quiser.
Eu não vou conseguir explicar nada, mas tudo bem.
Deixa eu ver se funciona. Ah, não funciona não.
A princípio, ideia aqui, gente, é um aplicativo para controle de trabalhos dentro de um condomínio. Hoje a gente presta serviço para uma empresa que é a F-Service. A F-Service ela é uma empresa de pintura e reformas em condomínio. A maior dificuldade que eles tinham era fazer com que os condôminos pudessem acompanhar o que estava acontecendo para poder entender o valor que tinha no serviço. Porque eles não são uma empreiteira, eles não são contratados para ir lá e fazer uma reforma. Eles são contratados mensalmente, como se fosse a empresa de limpeza, de segurança. Então, eles prestam essa terceirizada e eles estão lá dentro do condomínio mês a mês. E aí eles ficavam com muita dificuldade de mostrar isso para os condôminos. Então, ele nos chamou e a gente começou um trabalho onde a gente desenvolveu esse início de aplicativo aqui. Tá. Voltar. Já tenho conta. E aí a pessoa faz o login, ela entra, né? O gestor, vamos dizer assim, quem tem uma prestadora de serviço que presta serviço para o condomínio, ele vai fazer o login dele e aqui dentro ele consegue cadastrar todas as obras que acontecem. E o condômino, ele não precisa fazer um login, ele lê um QR Code e através desse QR Code ele consegue ver tudo que está acontecendo dentro do bloco dele. Esse daqui foi a página inicial, onde mostra o dashboard de tudo que está acontecendo agora, o que ainda está em andamento, o que está finalizado, se tem a obra atrasada e se tem alguma previsão de entrega dentro disso. Aqui dentro a gente clica e a gente já vai direto para os serviços, então a gente consegue ter essa lista bem facilitada. A nossa maior dificuldade agora, e é por isso que a gente veio aqui, porque a gente não entendia como que era o grupo, é porque quem alimenta isso daqui não tem muita intimidade com o computador, porque é o mestre de obras. Então, agora a gente está fazendo uma automação onde ele manda uma mensagem no WhatsApp, ali via chat, e o chat vem e coloca essa informação dentro da plataforma. Isso é a automação que a gente está fazendo, que está tendo a maior dificuldade no momento. Mas dentro eu consigo cadastrar vários condomínios, então a prestadora de serviço que atende o Ilhas do Norte vai conseguir atender outros condomínios também, ele vai cadastrando tudo aqui dentro. E para o condômino, ele aparece dessa forma. Ele precisa criar um PIN de segurança que a gente gera por número de bloco, para que ele veja só o que está acontecendo dentro do bloco dele, por uma questão de dados mesmo. Então, ele entra dentro do portal da transparência e ele consegue pegar esse PIN aqui. Deixa eu fazer aqui agora. E, gente, por que pareça, a gente foi desenvolvendo só dando comando, assim, porque a gente não tinha nem muita ideia do que a gente estava fazendo, né? Mas foi funcionando. Eu seleciono qual é o condomínio, qual o bloco. A gente comprou ali os créditos, eu devo ter gastado... Acho que eu não gastei um mês de crédito ainda, pelo que eu fiz, porque eu não precisei comprar novo. E aí eu consigo acessar como condômino. O QR Code fica lá, então ele não precisa gerar esse PIN, né? Então vai ficar o QR Code, ele já lê e entra direto no que está acontecendo no bloco dele. Então ele vai conseguir ter esse acesso na palma da mão ali no celular. Como é Lovable, ela não precisa baixar o aplicativo. Então a gente elimina o problema de não ter espaço também no celular para poder acessar, porque era uma das reclamações que o nosso cliente passou para a gente. E aí aqui ele vai conseguir fazer todo esse acesso. Então, a parte do condômino está bem fácil já está funcionando. Agora, o que a gente está com dificuldade mesmo é de fazer essa automação entre o comando de voz do mestre de obras até essa informação vir parar aqui dentro. Porque hoje a gente tem uma intermediária, né, que é quem fica enviando essas informações diariamente. Então, a gente quer fazer com que isso seja automático. Mas essa é a solução que a gente está desenvolvendo no momento. Valeu, gente.
Ela colocou como dificuldade ou desafio a integração de API do WhatsApp para alimentar dados. Como é que tu orientaria ela?
Posso responder em inglês? Ou...
Vou escolher em português e depois escolher.
Tá.
A API do WhatsApp é difícil de implementar até para desenvolvedor, escrevendo código, porque o meta é fechado, tipo, tem o meta business e tudo mais. Tem alguns serviços, tipo Paylays e outros, que emulam um servidor WhatsApp web dentro do servidor back-end do web, com hacks e tudo mais, mas sem ali o jeito funciona. Aí funciona. Não é muito fácil quando você não vai de code. Aí você vai precisar de um desenvolvedor mesmo, geralmente é isso. Agora tem alguns bots que já vêm com os kits, um pouco de crawl, tudo mais, que você consegue conectar com o Telegram. Pode saber um pouco mais como o Telegram faz essa
a gente falou sobre o WhatsApp, mas pode ser uma outra funcionalidade, desde que o cara consiga falar. Porque se ele tiver que acessar um site, um computador, ele não vai fazer.
Eu estou desenvolvendo um agente ali através do N8N. Aí eu faço essa ligação com o buyer ali e tal. Aí eu queria só a dúvida, onde que eu consigo pegar a API do Logo para me fazer integração lá no N8N?
Você consegue fazer via HTTP. tem um Node do
Aham.
ele consegue, você faz o chamado do logo para request. Coloca uma autenticação, o JWT com coisa do próprio e-mail de cliente e pede para o logo do integrado. Eu tenho 2 workshops desse gravados com a Vercel. A Vercel é inglês, volta no inglês, mas não precisa integrar por dentro, não, pode pegar dentro mesmo. In English here, people, we have this possibility of connecting these apps with WhatsApp, Telegram, and all. There are some connections like that that you can do either directly. WhatsApp's a little difficult because of Meta, but Telegram is super easy. Some others are super easy, like Discord and Slack are super easy. And you can even use connectors for that. There are people use NAN for that as a backend, which works greatly as well. Bom. Any last words to showcase today? Before we wrap the event, you want to showcase your game?
Let me test it first.
Okay. Test it live. It's more emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can try.
Do
you have the website or it's
it's not live yet, but my friend there get
Olha aí, meu amigo. Estamos num treinamento hoje 100% inglês, hein? Lembrei de você, falando que a gente tem que desbloquear o inglês o mais rápido possível. É verdade esse bilhete.
So, what I was trying to do for a gaming platform for retro games like Snakes.
Claro, desculpe.
The only one that works, but my plan is to add some others
like Tetris, Space Invaders, Pac-Man, but the whole idea is to have versus mode, and this is what I'm trying to build right now, and we are going to test it. I don't know if it's working, but let's see. Lovable say that I can create a room here. Pedro, can you try to go to the versus mode, go to join room and add this code? And if it's work, we could play Snake against each other. The idea of the game is that I could see his Snake, sorry, and we are going to compete after the apples. Whenever it started. You need to get better, man. So before we do a rematch, our goal is to get the apple first. Whenever I get the apple, his snake gets bigger. When he gets the apple, my snake gets bigger, because the idea is when I get, it's difficult for the other one, so we're gonna race for it. The snakes didn't collide, so it's just to see both here. And can we go again? Yeah, it's working. It's not live yet, but I'm gonna try to put the game live so we can try. Someone wants to try it? I think it's cool. I like it. It's my first time playing.
You have other games, right? You create also other games.
Yeah, I'm planning to add others, but they are not currently working. One thing that I
thing it's pretty cool is I just asked Lovable, do you had this game, and the images were generated with the same prompt. I didn't get those images from anywhere. It just generated it. Some of them is kind of creepy, but it worked. Worked. Yeah, thank you guys.
Very good project. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. So, I hope you enjoyed today's event. We're about noon. We have more time to build as well. I'll be around, but we can kind of like close the program here now. And like Paloma was saying in the opening, we do have a lot of content this week. So later today in the AI House, we're going to have the Vercel event. It's kind of similar, but there's some other kind of integrations. They are running a hackathon. So with everything you learned today, this evening, you can compete for $3,000 top prize, $2,000, $1,000. It's a global hackathon called Zero to Agent. You want to build AI agents? Tonight is going to be the one. You can find it the same calendar, Venture Miner calendar, IP City calendar. And tomorrow, we're going to have a very special event with Cognition. We're going to have swag. We're going to have credits. We're going to have a lot of very good stuff. Because Cognition made the first AI agent called Devin. Who knows about that? Have heard about it? It was a big buzz when he launched it. Devin AI was the first AI agent that could code. Tomorrow we are going to have a presentation, official presentation, virtual presentation with Nader, the official DevRel from Cognition. And we are going to have a meetup build session here with swag, with food. So come here tomorrow evening, actually in the AI House tomorrow evening. It's going to be a very cool event as well. Thank you, everyone. Great event today.
I use my credit card to put all the data work. Yeah, I should make some payment to put it there and to apply it. I will do it as well.
How do I show and find something? Yeah, I mean, it's like there are many things that, I mean, I have my company obsessed, but there's like many things that they're saying to me, like this make it better, integrate all these things for my customers, like I keep myself, but I don't want to do everything by myself. My team relax, team member, and I have like this idea, can we talk about it as everybody